officer I glimpsed behind the wheel followed suit. The policeman got out of their car, strode with determined step over to mine, and leaned over.
"We've received a number of phone calls about a motorist weaving in and out of traffic and generally driving dangerously."
The man spoke a polished version of nynorsk, the official Norwegian of the Sogn and Fjords county, as opposed to the bokmål of Bergen, but I didn't find him difficult to understand. The content of what he said, however, was another matter. "What are you talking about?"
"It looks as if we'll have to confiscate your driving license."
Still, I found it hard to grasp what he meant. Based on what evidence?
"A number of phone calls. Let me see your vehicle registration card and your driving license, please."
There must be some mistake. It cannot be my car. He started to bristle.
"Registration card and driving license, please."
His female colleague had got out of the car, too. She was standing with what I could see was a breathalyzer in her hand. The policeman examined my cards and assiduously studied my face before returning them, as though he suspected that I was posing as someone else.
"Varg Veum," he said,
and I nodded.
"Strange name."
"And yours is?"
"Joraf Smalarbeit."
"And you think my name—" He interrupted me.
"We'll have to run a breathalyzer test on you."
He nodded to his colleague.
"Sylvie?"
I politely asked her what her surname was, opened my mouth obediently, and blew as hard as I could into the plastic tube she placed between my lips. For an instant, our eyes met. In hers, I discerned no obvious sympathy. She took the tube out, waited for 5 seconds before checking the screen, and almost sounded a little disappointed when she reported back,
0.00.
Joralf Smalarbeit regarded me with a thoughtful expression. Then he turned to Sylvie.
"Has the complainant parked up?"
She nodded.
"Have a word with him."
I watched her leave. "I assume the misunderstanding will be cleared up, then?"
"Doubt it. The vehicle reg is correct."
For a few seconds my head seemed to whirl. It was many years since I had read Franz Kafka's The Trial, but all of a sudden it was as though I recognized the situation. My vehicle registration? He looked at me with the same serious expression as before.
"Let's have a few personal details then, shall we? I've got your name. Profession?"
I sighed. "Private investigator."
"What did you say?"
"Private investigator." His eyes became even more suspicious.
"Not a former colleague, I trust?"
"Depends on how you define colleague." I let him reflect on that. "Not from the force, if that's what you were afraid of."
"I'm not afraid of anything."
"Good to hear. Sleep well at night, do you? Dream about solving life's mysteries from the passenger seat of a VW up?"
"Where have you come from?"
"Nordfjord."
"In a private capacity, or no, doing my job, which in this case means
I can be anywhere." "Have you heard about the Palestinian conflict?" "Eh?" But he was interrupted by the return of Sylvie. They moved further away. In the side mirror, I could see her reporting back, waving her arms in wide circles and continually pointing in my direction. Joralf Smalarbeit came back to me.
"You stay here. We're going to call the police solicitor."
"Which one?" I mumbled.
"And don't try to leg it, or we'll have to arrest you."
I arched my eyebrows in what I hoped was a suitably ironic way. But when they returned a few moments later, it turned out that the police solicitor, he or she, was not on my side either.
"We've decided to confiscate your driving license. Do you consent?"
"No, I do not. You can be dead sure about that. Does that help?"
"No, but it does mean we'll have to present the confiscation order to the district court within 3 weeks."
"And in the meantime, you'll treat me to a stay at one of the camping cabins here."